I'm about to cry. I was gonna do this right now. I was gonna stream. This is Star Ocean, and it's an old game. It's a little symbolic for me because I could get a hold of this as a kid. JRPG number shit. Not a mature rated game, a teen rated game, but still, I'm a nerd and love crunching numbers and shit. So, but you cannot broadcast a streaming game, and I do not have the space to download little games like this. My shit's full. Right now, the other Call of Duty World War II is downloading a 35 gig update. I'm concerned about it. I'm gonna have to make some room for it. Because it only takes a couple. I've got all of Cold War and all of Modern Warfare 3 and the current, well, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, that whole package, which is a huge one, like 400 or 500 gigabyte. That's about it. Like, 2 games. 2 massive fucking games, but I want more. Oh, my backup hard drive. One of the stalkers was talking about that. Yeah, some older games like Black Ops 3 and other Call of Duty, but an older one, it can run off a separate drive. This probably could too, come to think of it, but I would have to download it. I could do a local recording and then upload it. And that's way more difficult because when I do a Twitch live stream, I can move it from Twitch to YouTube without touching it. But I would have to upload. I've got a couple to upload, as a matter of fact. But tie up the PlayStation for 3 hours. The internet connection quality isn't sufficient for game streaming. Oh, well, fuck the broadcast then. Like, now I remember this happened last time too. Yes, I can do game streaming, but I don't have the necessary setup. I just don't have it. Maybe I could try to get them to let me. They're cool with me. If I explain to them I needed to do a hardwire and run a fucking... I've got long Cat 6 cables. Would that be sufficient? Because Wi-Fi is pretty good. The signal strength's pretty good. Like... I don't know. Maybe this one I could put on the separate drive and get it to work. And that would allow, then it'd be localized, and then I could stream it. I will say this, though. The internet where I'm at now is better than the apartment. Substantially. Like, it ain't bad at all. It's better. Similar speed, but I'm not sharing it. Like, the apartment complex are overcrowded. And it's just a fucking law of physics thing. It's too much. And I was having horrible trouble. Like, I called and bitched and moaned at them and had them come out and give me a new router and everything to try to fix it. But, like, I couldn't get Netflix during dinner time. Between 5 and 9 p.m., I could not load the browse screen of Netflix because it was so overtaxed. And I never fixed that. I got a new fucking router, which they're trying to bill me for now because the Friendship Shelter didn't give it back to them. They were in control. They locked me out of the apartment. The cops came to me on the street and told me, don't go back. It's theirs. It was functional and where it was the whole time. Yeah, I upgraded it, but it was where it was originally was the whole fucking time and still working to the last minute that I know of. That's yours. They had the bulk account, and I paid additional money to upgrade it and was still unsatisfied with the internet. This is a bit better, and I get higher transfer rates and shit. Like downloading the new Call of Duty patch is faster. It's 35 gigabytes I'm doing in background, and I think I've already done it. Like, I was just setting this up as something to do in the meantime. Let me look on that. No. Oh, because I was doing game streaming, and that's cutting into the bandwidth. That's a hard no. Huh. Well, it really wasn't that long that I was dealing with that, and I was running game streaming, and 7 gigabytes is not a trivial. Huh. But I was playing with my menus and looking at the Star Ocean. Let me see. Age 13 or older. And my mother still would freak on me playing it, and it wouldn't be because of the content, it'd be because she's a tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist. How do I localize it? I don't know. But there are ways, like Black Ops 3, I could put on the separate hard drive. And this is a lower data, older. This is the type of game that should work like that. I'm going to have to go back to the PlayStation Store and find it there. And not do game streaming, but download it. Which would stack it on top of that other download, which means it ain't happening today. Oh, it's Christmas Day, by the way. I took a rest day. I didn't even fucking feel like sweating it. I'm fucking... Not only am I fine, like am I got all the big money and shit, but of course, I was never slacking. I was never slacking. I'm good. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna relax today. Now tomorrow different. And I will go out tomorrow, make some money, of course. But things are so slow on Christmas, but it is big game hunting, big time. Like the odds of you talking to someone about your personal life and shit, and meeting somebody on Christmas Day. Yeah, that's and to fuck with Aaron said, look, Johnny Walker gone. I'm just getting into the Maker's Mark. What's it been, a week? The other two are right there, unopened. Aaron's an alcoholic and a drug abuser. He can't help himself. I'm sitting over here with everything under the sun. Everything. I have unlimited amphetamines and opioids. Oh, there's one right there. But I'm so fucking strict. Nigga, I'll take a half. That was complete. That was from the other day. That was from yesterday. I ain't worried about it. I'm no doper. I'm no addict. You're a worthless piece of shit with no self-control. And he talks about adrenochrome all the time. Isn't that dangerous? No, fucker, I got everything. And the trick is, it's desperation that'll drive you crazy. When you've got everything, it doesn't really matter. Like, you don't get that excited. You're all desperately waiting. Anytime I want it. I still got mushrooms, too. The same batches. I never lost it. That's the... Remember the box? That's the box. All that weed, all the mushrooms, whatever I want, whenever I want it. And I deigned to take Christmas Day off. Not Christmas Eve. I got some good cop video, too. And it's a double-edged blade, because at first they were cool and respectful. But then they came back to bother me again, because they got multiple phone calls. And they ended up running me off. And it did step on my toes big time Christmas Eve. but they never ID'd me, even though I was on probation. I got like an hour and a half of footage with them, and I fucking and they let me show them the court citation I had, which is dead on. I'm sure the stalkers have looked by now. It's applicable. It's applicable, and that'll probably mean in the future I won't get any bothering at that spot. And honestly, I've never been bothered, Irvine, and never been bothered there. But someone was fucking with me on Christmas Eve. Oh well, long game plan. They likely will. Once they read that court opinion, they're gonna stop even doing it. And they were fairly respectful and didn't ID me or even ask. I didn't have to cockblock them, which I'm not legally allowed to do. I'm on probation, but uh, they felt uncomfortable. They had to come out and talk to me, but people had called them, and I got real suspicious because they got a bunch of phone calls, and I'm like, look, I've been at this exact spot many times. On Christmas Eve, I guess people are just being dicks. But yeah, they ended up running me off. But the first time I stood up to them and they left and left me alone. And came back in 20 minutes. Majority of people are so stupid and incapable, like Aaron. It takes a whole village to keep me down. It takes a concerted effort. Alright, I'm gonna get this motherfucker figured out.